September the 8th versus Kentucky Western. They were the third best scoring team in the SIAC, averaging about 28 points a ball game and allowing 25 points on the defensive side. I present to you Coach Wayne Dickens. When we talked last year, you were bubbling with optimism about what the program was going to do and what you thought this team was going to do. And as I said, a 6-4 record and a couple of close losses that could have been even better. Think back on last year and how we're ready for this year.
Do I really have to think back?
Yeah, you
do. We struggled a little bit in finishing. We were in some contests, and we found a way to give up a key turnover, give up a key score, give up a key first down that extended the drive for an opponent, and those things cost you in football games.
You've got an interesting concept defensively. Bernard Crawford, as we talked about, preseason all-conference performer, along with Jacoby Parsley. Number 1, number 2 of your team in tackles. Those guys very aggressive. What gives them their motor, and how did the rest of the team play off those guys?
Well, they had the opportunity to be able, in Bernard's case, to sit back and fully understand the defensive scheme. And as a free safety, he's the last line of defense. And if something breaks down, he's charged with trying to fill that patch up. And now, clearly understanding what we're doing, he's able to do that quite well. He's an aggressive guy from right here in Kentucky, Georgia. And he's been a good player for us. He's been a solid player. Actually, all 3 of the last years, he played through freshman for us. So he's had 3 years of game experience, and he's been able to see just about everything. And he's been an exceptional player for us. Jaquan Pursley, last year was his first year of being able to get an opportunity. And we were a little unsure at the beginning of the year, as all of my colleagues are, when you play a guy for the first time, and he understood the scheme, stepped up, and made key plays for us all season long. And we're going to rely on him for another couple seasons.
Number 1 in pass offense, number 1 in third down conversions, which means you keep the football number 1 in time of possession, second best offense in the conference. What can we expect out of the Thoroughbred offense this season?
This season will be a completely unique animal. We lost the senior quarterback, we lost our best receiver, we lost 3 offensive linemen. So we will be extremely young on the offensive side of the ball this year, which will be, again, one of those fingers crossed, and hopefully the young guys will continue to surprise. We've got some talented youngsters coming along, but they haven't had the lineup to do it every play. So it will be an adventure for us in camp, and those guys coming out of camp for us, we're going to go into battle and see how well we do this.
Got a lot of momentum, 1-3 out of your last 5 football games at the end of the season. And I noticed in watching you at the end of the year, you guys seem to get better in the second half. You outscored your opponents 158 to 124 second half. Conditioning, depth, things are getting better at Kentucky State than they expected.
Conditioning is getting better. Depth is definitely getting better, although the bulk of our depth will be young. I believe we'll have 42 newcomers coming into this camp. So there will be a lot of guys who haven't won the Green Bowl before, and it'll be exciting to watch them make their progress.
As I mentioned, you opened this season with Kentucky Western, and your other non-conference game was against Lincoln University. So again, a very, very delicate non-conference schedule, games you'd like to win and then be ready for your conference play.
Yes, they are, and nothing breeds winning like winning. And so you need to get in the arena, you need to come out with a win, and you need to build on that with each succeeding win. Being slotted in the western side of this conference is not an easy task, and also our 3 crossover opponents are not an easy task. So we have a tough schedule, and we're going to try and get in the arena and knock heads with all the other teams and see how far we go.
I don't know if I'm speaking out of turn. A little birdie told me earlier you've got a very interesting, I think, game maybe in Lady City at some point in time. Is that still in the works? We can talk about that.
I don't think we can talk about it yet, but
you're going to see the Cubs play with the White Sox. How about that?
I would go to see the White Sox. I don't want to listen to the Cubs.
All right, that sounds good. Coach, I wish you the very best of luck this season. It was a pleasure watching you guys last year, and I'm sure the Kentucky State fans are excited about what's going on there.
Thank you very much.
Head Coach Wayne Dickens of the Thoroughbreds, Kentucky